Hello everyone, I'm Nina. Welcome to Tuesdays with Nina. We have a very good question this week from a gentleman about kissing. He said, is it more important for a man to be better at kissing than at anything else? And I wouldn't say it's more important to be good at kissing than other things, but I will tell you this. If I don't like the way a guy kisses, there's no way we're going any further. So I always tell people, good kissing makes women wet, bad kissing leaves women dry, and you have about 10 seconds to make your move. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of pressure. What am I supposed to do? Besides the obvious things about oral hygiene and such, and no garlic or onions unless you've both eaten garlic and onions. The most important thing to remember about kissing is that it's really very intimate and it's very, very primal. Our mouths, of course, are loaded with nerve endings as well as our tongues and our lips. And it is the first portal of knowledge we have in the world, besides our skin. As infants, everything we know about the world we learn through our mouths. And so it makes perfect sense that our mouths and what can we learn from our mouths remain important to all of our lives. Now, not every woman loves kissing, and quite frankly, I've met more than a couple of women who really don't care for receiving oral sex. So you might be lucky in that the rare woman is not interested in kissing or receiving oral sex, but most of the time women do like kissing and they do like receiving oral sex if it's any good. Couple of main things to remember. Kissing is very important because it brings us that close to our partners. So close we have to close our eyes to not be overstimulated. So now we're left with pheromones and the way they smell and the way they feel against our face. And you know how face touching is really, really intimate. Well, kissing is the ultimate, not just in face touching as on the receiving end, but you're using your face to touch somebody else. And you know how it is when you love something. You want to get it close, you want to touch it, you want to hug it, you want to kiss it. Well, that's really similar to sex, and certainly oral sex. When approaching for a kiss, oh golly, there's so much to talk about kissing, but the basics. If your mouth is very much larger than your partner's mouth, keep your mouth the same size as your partner's, because if you're being kissed by somebody whose mouth is much bigger than yours and open a lot further, you feel like you're being swallowed. It's not equal. So keep your lips at about the same distance open as your partner. Another thing I like to tell men when they're kissing women is to generally let her slip you tongue first, so that she does not feel invaded. It's one thing to have a passionate open mouth kiss. It's another thing to go, whoa, wait, where'd the cow tongue come from? Hey, hang on there, partner. Calm down. If you look at the old movies from the 30s, 40s, and 50s before they could show French kissing on camera, I used to think, oh my gosh, who'd kiss with your mouth closed? Actually, it feels pretty good. You interset your lips, so one of you is sort of kissing the upper lip, and then one of you is kissing the lower lip, and it's pressing the lips together, pressing, and a little bit of nibble and pressing, and 5 to 10 of those, a little kiss, a little pull back, a little pressure, a little pull back, then you can start opening the mouth, and then you can start, doing the tongue tips. But the two biggest things that I absolutely hate more than anything is the instant wide open mouth coming at me, and the instant large tongue doing a probing thing. Really not a good way to go. Obviously, if both of you are a little bit tipsy, all this goes out the window, because when you're a little bit tipsy, you don't have quite the motor control that you would have. But we're talking about people who are not more than 2 drinks downwind or downstream. And also when you're kissing somebody, when I kiss somebody, you're close enough to feel their body language. Are they relaxing? Are they stiffening? Are they reaching around to touch you? Or are they keeping their arms in front of you? Where are their hands? Are they melting into you? If they're melting into you, that's a good sign. If they're staying stiff and back, that's a sign something isn't going quite right. So you have to pay attention to body language while you're kissing. And quite frankly, don't forget nibbling on earlobes. I don't wear earrings very often, and I really like it when someone sucks on my earlobes. Now, that being said, when you're sucking on earlobes, no sticking tongue in ear canals. It only looks like it would be sexy. And no breathing into the ear canal. This goes for men and women. Hold your breath, point your nose in a different direction. Whatever you do, don't just breathe down the ear canal, because even though you think you might be breathing softly, it's so close in there, it feels really loud, and it's very annoying. It really takes me out of the moment. But what I like about kissing on the earlobes, ladies, is that you can tell the gentleman exactly how you like your nipples sucked by sucking on the earlobes. The nerve distribution is very similar. It's exquisite. Dragging your teeth down the earlobe before letting it come off in a pinch is really quite sexy. If a person's ticklish, they're not going to like anything to do with earlobe nibbling. But most people really love it. Hold your breath, point your nose away, and you can really, not too light. Earlobes, like vulva lips, can really take, and it feels good. They can really take a lot of pressure, so don't be afraid to be firm. Hygiene, breath, not too fast on the tongue exploration. Keep the mouth about the same size. And don't be afraid to do smaller closed mouth kisses. And I love, it's really this pressing for about 5 to 10 seconds and then releasing gently. Press. A really great way to come together, for kissing is press the lips together, inhale together and exhale together, and then part, like so. And 2 or 3 of those brings you right into the same room at the same time, the same moment, and then the magic can happen. I'm Nina Hartley. This is Tuesdays with Nina. Please send me your questions to tuesdayswithnina@gmail.com, and I will get them right away. See you next week. Bye.